Xin chào tất cả các đạo hữu ạ. Hôm nay chúng ta có thể bắt đầu buổi pháp đàm chiều nay với Achan và ông bà John Serra. Không biết là có đạo hữu nào có câu hỏi muốn đưa ra không ạ?
สวัสดีค่ะ everyone
สวัสดีค่ะท่านอาจารย์
สวัสดีครับท่านอาจารย์ชูชี
Con đã nhìn thấy cô Hòa và cô Thanh trên màn hình. Không biết là các cô có định đặt câu hỏi trong để bắt đầu buổi pháp đàm không ạ?
Dạ, có ạ.
Dạ, con mời cô ạ.
Truth note. Elected.
Dạ, con chào Achan, con chào ông bà Sonsara và tất cả các đạo hữu ạ. Chủ nhật tuần trước thì con nghe pháp đàm theo như chỗ con hiểu, thì khi Achan dạy thì thực tại của ngủ mơ cũng chỉ là tâm suy nghĩ. Mơ hay tỉnh chỉ khác là có tiến trình của 5 căn xen kẽ. Sau khi nghe về mơ là thực tại của tâm suy nghĩ, con cũng có chút phân vân. Dù gọi là mơ thì vốn thực tại cũng chỉ là một pháp sinh khởi do duyên. Vậy có thể nào trí sinh khởi trong khi ngủ mơ được không? Nếu nó có sinh khởi trong mơ thì là tại sao? Mà nếu không có thể trong mơ sinh khởi được trí thì cũng là vì sao? Vì chỉ có vị A-la-hán mới không mơ, còn từ bậc thánh thứ 3 trở xuống cho tới phàm phu thì tất cả đều còn mơ. Đây là câu hỏi của con theo như chủ nhật tuần trước ạ.
Okay, so Sister Hua has a question following our discussion last Sunday. During that discussion, Achan said that the only difference between the dream, what we call the dream, and the thinking in daytime is that during the dream there are less 5 sense door processes, but the chitta that think are still the chitta that think. And so it all by conditions. But the question that now she's raising is that does that mean that understanding can arise in the middle of a dream as well? Because we know that by conditions, understanding arise in the mind door processes. And so if it can arise in a dream, why? And if it cannot, why? Because we know that the arahata, only the arahata doesn't have any dream anymore, and anyone from the anagami down still has a dream. So could you please help her to understand more on this topic?
if we don't use any term at all, just understand reality as this moment and other moment, from moment to moment, no one. Do we have to say dream, daydream, night dream, or this or that? It's just the way Dhamma is. After the moment of Patisanti, birth consciousness, what condition, what is there after seeing, after birth consciousness, on and on and on. 6 doorways, see? Only 6 doorways. So we can understand the difference between the eye door and the mind door, and the ear door and the mind door. Even right now, there are so many processes of mind door unknown. So how can there be moment of considering, thinking about this or that in dream or not in dream at all right now? Just learn to understand the truth of no one at all. And what is the reality of this moment? The reality which experiences the object at moment of seeing, it experiences that which is seen. See, only that little by little. All of them cannot be taken for anything or anyone at all. Is that right? Can there be right understanding right now in the mind-or process? Just the mind-or, no one, no dream. Just about the truth of experiencing an object. Right? Thinking right now can be just like dreaming of thinking as right now. What is the difference? Can the mind-or process now be known? So many mind-or processes in the between aspect of life seeing, whether there is right understanding or not, it's just like now. Is there any moment of right understanding through the mind-or right now? Can there be the moment of understanding through the mind-or of that which is seen or that which appear or that which is heard right now or that which is thinking right now? It's only just thinking. Through what way? Is there understanding right now? Can this moment be just like a dream? And I am thinking, isn't it? I'm considering, isn't it? Be true
Thưa
to
A Trang, thì khi mà hiện tại thì đôi khi như cái thấy cũng được nghĩ về như là một cái đặc tính mà do rất nhiều yếu tố và cái đối tượng của nó cũng không phải là một ai cả, thì có cái tiến trình của suy nghĩ về về những thực tại vừa vừa sinh khởi, hay như cái nghe cũng không là một tiếng nói của ai cả, nó chỉ là một âm thanh, và tâm nghe cũng không là một ai cả, thì đôi khi tiến trình của suy nghĩ nó có nghĩ về các thực tại như vậy.
Yes, sometimes they can be thinking about the different doorways, like seeing now sees only visible object, or hearing now hears only sound. So there can be moments of thinking about those realities. Ajahn.
are we in a dream now? Are we dreaming now?
Vẫn suy nghĩ về như là một ai đấy hay cái gì ấy ở khoảng khắc này thì cũng như là mơ ạ.
If I think about someone or something, then it's like a dream, Ajahn.
Just like, or is it not a dream at all? And why it's not a dream? And why some moment it's just a dream? It's just the object of thinking, right? Not understanding the moment of thinking right now to understand whether it's a dream or not a dream. So, in order to think about the dream or not a dream or right understanding in the mind-or process, what about understanding the truth of what is there right now? Otherwise, there will never be any moment of understanding the true nature of what we are talking about. Just a story. What about now? See, is there minder in between? And what is the difference between right now and in a dream?
Dạ, khi trong mơ thì không có tiến trình của năm căn nó xen kẽ ạ. Còn bây giờ thì có các tiến trình năm căn xen kẽ ạ.
In a dream, there's no five sense doors processes in between, but now there are many five sense processes in between, Ajahn. But Ajahn, at the moment, kusala, sati is there. Sati. So, yeah, I think to me that is the main difference between in a dream and not in a dream. When there is sati, it's difficult to call it a dream because awareness is there.
So
I think sorry, Jen. I was just going to say, I think last time we discussed there can be kusala in a dream, kind thoughts, thinking of people, friends, ways of helping, ways of generosity. So sati is there with any of those moments of kusala, just like now when thinking, daydreaming about helping or doing good, sati is there, kusala. But I think that last time Ajahn said the difference between dreams and not dreams is at those moments of thinking is other kinds of kusala, thinking about ideas, but not the understanding of realities. So there's a distinction between other kinds of kusala and
So then the
understanding,
question that,
like right now, of thinking.
Yes. So the question that Sister Hua asked is that, so why there can be kusala, but there cannot be understanding in a dream?
Because in the dream, sorry.
Just like now, no different at all. Why not now? Why not in a dream? Can there be right understanding right now? It's the I thinking now. No understanding of the reality, the differences between the processes, sensor and minder. Is it true? And why not all the time? Moment of understanding the truth. Why not now? Why not in a dream? Why not in sensor process? Or even sensor process? There can be kusala jnana sampayutta, accompanied by right understanding. Instead of thinking about the dream, what about now? Understanding the truth of this moment can condition moment, understanding moment of dreaming, thinking, short alone, to be taken for dream or not dead or not dream.
So it seems that actually there can be any kind of kusala, any kind, including moments of understanding, even direct understanding, like now or in a dream. Because last week it seemed that you were suggesting that other kinds of kusala could arise in dreams, but not understanding. But just like now, understanding can arise, and it's all just different moments of mind or thinking, or even in sense door thinking. So it can be any kind of kusala, any kind of understanding, just like now in that case. And I think this was the sister's question, why the difference when actually there's the same kind of chitta, same kind of thinking.
So at moment of understanding the truth, can we say it's a dream or not a dream at all?
Usually we wouldn't call it a dream, but if we say that the dreaming is just moments of thinking like now, of course, thinking can be with or without understanding, but we wouldn't usually refer to it as a dream, like when we talk about daydreaming or dreaming in sleep. Usually it's thinking about an idea, a concept. So usually we wouldn't consider that understanding arises with dreaming. But if we just say dreaming is the same as thinking, any kind of thinking, then it can. So it just depends how one is defining dreaming, I think.
So why does the Arahata have? Why does he not have any dream anymore?
Who's Arahata? Are we? See, can we think about the chitta of Arahata?
We don't know his chittas, but we can, many things that are explained about the arahata, the anagami, etc. Even though we don't, we are not Arya, but there are things that can be known in the text about them.
So now let's make it clear about dreaming and not dreaming at all. What is a dream? Shall we begin again? What is dreaming?
Cũng chỉ là tâm suy nghĩ, nhưng mà kể cả những cái lúc tỉnh thế này, có những lúc suy nghĩ cũng chìm trong đó, chứ cũng không nhất thiết là khi ngủ mới không có tiến trình của năm căn xen kẽ ạ.
So basically they are thinking, but even when we are awake like this, we still have moments of totally being absorbed by our thinking. And at those moments also there are no sense doors in between, not only during night time.
While one is dreaming, can there be a moment of waking up from a dream? Like the thunder sound. See, just wake up while one is dreaming. Is it possible? Is it real? While one is sleeping and then wake up instantly by the sound. It's not sleeping anymore, right?
Dạ phải ạ.
So understand the processes of dreaming and not dreaming. For example, there must be mind door process in between the sense door process. Is that right? While dreaming, while sleeping? Is there any process of sense thought?
Dạ không ạ.
No, Ajahn.
That's why it's just the mind process conditioned by what we say, dreaming about this and that the whole night, or very shortly, or long enough to be know that it's a dream. That's why just understand the way it is. There cannot be just one doorway or 5 doorways only. There are more than that, and that is the mind process. It can experience any object, no matter the object of the sense of it just fallen away. It can experience anything. And when we think about something a lot, not pay no attention to the sense process at all, even right now, someone says something, you no attention to it, just think about other things. See, but as long as there is still seeing right now, or the other sense though, it's not a dream because it experiences the object of the sense though, after each sense doorway. So we say it's not a dream, but at moment when we know sleeping, what does it mean? If there's no sleeping, can there be a dream? So what is there while one is sleeping? Without dream or with a dream? Different process, right? So what is meant by right understanding, the vipassana, the clear understanding of the object? That moment, it cannot be a dream at all. No one can dream about experience the truth at all. That's why it has to be mind process, no matter in between what. Instantly, condition. Can there be moment of waking up with right understanding of that which has been a dream? Clear understanding is not a dream at all. But what about the kusala moment? Today, how many kusala moments? What about the expectation for kusala moment in a dream? But just talk about the truth. The mind process, who can condition it not to think about kusala deeds, even while sleeping? There are conditions for citta to be attachment, kusala, or aversion. See, by conditions. Can they be just only akusala dreaming? No kusala moment at all in a dream. Is it possible? Just like now. How many moments of kusala now? So how many moments of kusala in a dream? But when it's clear understanding as vipassana jnana, it's not a dream, not in a dream at all. Because the object is penetrated. The truth of what is there appear. It cannot be a dream about, just think about. So dreaming is thinking about, right? Thinking about shape and sound and smell and taste as something just like now, but not any process of sense though, just the mind process. So we call it a dream. That's why understanding the difference between the sense though and the mind, no matter when, can understand, the level of vipassana jnana cannot be a dream at all. Because what is there in a dream is just the object of thinking only. Is there some more understanding of sense thought and mind thought?
Có ạ, như vậy là trong mơ thì chỉ có thể có những cái đối tượng là khái niệm, là thiện pháp, còn khi mà đã kinh nghiệm về thực tại thì chắc chắn là đã tỉnh rồi ạ, thì trong mơ không thể có trí tuệ. Chỗ này thì con nghe con hiểu như vậy ạ.
So I understand your explanation as follows. During the dream, the chitta only have panyati or concepts as object. But at the moment of vipassana jnana, the object is not concept. So understanding cannot arise in a dream.
What level?
Dạ, khi như A Chan vừa nói là khi cái mức độ kinh nghiệm của danh sắc á, là không thể có
Level of
được.
understanding nama and rupa.
What about listening?
Direct.
Yes,
The direct and clear understanding of nama and rupa, not the like thinking about nama and rupa now, thinking about seeing, thinking about hearing. But when it is the direct understanding of reality, clear understanding, then it can't be said to be a dream. And for the arahats, no ignorance, no attachment, so no conditions for dreaming like at night time, just bhavanga citas only. Sorry, Ajahn, please continue.
But the arahata still have conditions for thinking, although ignorance and attachment have been eradicated. So why there's no more thinking in what we call the dream? But because it is just like thinking.
Who is thinking?
We're talking about the thinking in Arahata Achat.
It's the nama and rupa, right?
Yes.
So dreaming is thinking while one is sleeping. So moment of sleeping of arahata, what is there? No condition to dream about as before at all. Even when it's not an arahata, some say he hasn't any dream at all. For him, no dream, just sleep. But someone just dream every night. I dream every night. Can anyone stop dreaming? By conditions. And in a day or at night, there can be moment of sleeping and moment of dreaming and moment of sleeping without any dream at all. Is that true? By conditions. It doesn't mean that one has to dream each night or one does not dream at all in life. All by conditions. Last night, did you dream? And the other night? And the other night? Can anyone set any rule to dream or not to dream? All dhammas are anatta. But dreaming is not the actual moment of seeing or hearing at all. That's why one knows that it's just a dream, not really moment of the actual seeing or hearing. But what is the dream? The dream about people and things, isn't it? Any time of dreaming, it's just about people and things. Is that right? So what about the one who clearly understand the truth? No more asava, no condition to dream. Is there asava now? Is there asava in a dream? And at moment of understanding, right then, just the exact moment of understanding, or kusala, can there be asava right then? This is the way to think over everything, like dreaming. What is it? It's there by memory. Sanya marks and remembers years and years ago about the sense objects, unknown, last life or the other life, or even right now. That's why even right now, no understanding of the truth of what is there is beyond expectation. Like now, in truth, all are in darkness except a speck of light or color. Is it true? So just talk about the dream. What is it? A moment of experience and object, which is not the sense object directly as now. It's only the remembrance of the happenings of what has happened from moment to moment in life. Years and years life can condition, dream about it, unknown, whether it's the object of what life, which life, unknown. So dreaming is dreaming just about something all the time, not the actual moment of understanding the truth. At that moment, it cannot be a dream at all because the object is there, not by memory as a dream at all. So we talk about just one moment at a time to understand the difference between dreaming and it's that dreaming now, or it's just the way it is. The mind process works its way. So what is mind reality? What is there? Through the mind, we say mind, not sense. What are they? And what are they? Unknown. Just think about it. Only with so very little understanding of the truth. Because while we are talking about mind now, does it appear? And when it does not appear, we just keep on talking about the story of it. or how subtle it is, what is meant by the object of mind, by ignorance, akusala, or kusala, right now, unknown. So can it be known in a dream, like we are talking about? What is that right now? So what is that in a dream? Is it real?
Dạ, suy nghĩ thì dù ở trong giấc mơ nó cũng có thật ạ. Nhưng mà như Achan vừa giảng là khi mà nó hiểu được bản chất, trí nó hiểu được bản chất của sự thật thì chắc chắn nó rõ ràng, chứ nó không, nó hiểu ở thực tại ở mức rõ ràng thì không thể trong mơ. Nhưng mà ví dụ như là chúng con bây giờ thì vẫn chỉ là khái niệm về thực tại, thì trong mơ có thể có những cái mức độ mà suy nghĩ khái niệm về thực tại, thì ở mức độ như thế gọi là trí ở pháp không rõ ràng, thì là ở mức độ pháp học, thì có thể được không ạ?
So in the dream, the thinking is real, and I'd like to make it more clear. As you said, the moment of understanding directly realities is very clear, so it cannot be called a dream. But what about, like now we have intellectual understanding at the level of pariyati. So can that level of understanding arise in a dream?
Thinking wisely about seeing or visible object or sound, just like now, but not directly understanding the Dhamma as Dhamma. And to me, it's not difficult to appreciate why for an Arahat there is no more dreaming. So wonderful to just sleep peacefully with Bhavangachitas, no dreaming because of no even subtle clinging or ignorance at all, conditioning the thinking, even if kusala, or in the case of arahats, kiriya chitas can rise in between.
So is it clear now? Dreaming is just thinking, only thinking. Is it clear now?
Kusala or akusala thinking, with or without understanding, weak or strong.
No matter how much we talk about it, the truth is that dreaming is thinking, only thinking. Is that right? Or it is more than thinking? Or it's just thinking, only thinking?
Mơ cũng chỉ đơn thuần là suy nghĩ thôi ạ.
Sister said that a dream is just thinking.
So no more question about thinking. It can think about anything. but it's only thinking. Any more question about dreaming?
Dạ, cho con hỏi có đạo hữu nào có thêm có câu hỏi về giấc mơ nữa không hay là có câu hỏi khác ạ?
Con vẫn muốn làm rõ hơn là đúng là khi mà giấc mơ hay là gọi là cái tâm suy nghĩ thì nó có thể suy nghĩ những cái khái niệm của thực tại, kể cả như là danh và sắc, nó không phải là cái mức độ sáng rõ như là kinh nghiệm trực tiếp bản chất của danh và sắc. Như vậy thì đúng là với các bậc, nhất là các bậc thánh nhân trí tuệ thuần thục, thì đúng là cũng có thể trí tuệ nó được sinh kèm ở cái tâm suy nghĩ gọi là mơ. Bởi vì con nghĩ là chắc tâm các ngài thì trong sáng hơn hơn như như chúng con thì rất nhiều phàm phu thì toàn bất thiện, nhưng mà các ngài thì như bậc tu đầu hoàn thì đã giới trong sạch, còn bậc a la hàm thì đã định trong sạch, thì chắc là những suy nghĩ nó cũng rất là trong sáng ạ. Thì đấy là cái suy nghĩ của con.
So thinking about the concept of Dhamma and Rupa can happen in beings that are very developed in understanding, and the mind is very clear, such as the Sotapanna and other kind of Aryan.
Is it just thinking? Dreaming? No matter what about?
What about now, when there's thinking now, thinking about the reality of thinking, thinking about seeing, thinking about hardness? So this is thinking, thinking about the idea of seeing, the idea of thinking, the pariyati understanding. But it's different from when it's direct understanding of a reality or clear understanding. So usually we say, if it's not seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, it's thinking, not mentioning other citas like sampaticca and santirana. So we say it's thinking, even in a sense door process or in a mind door process, because there is thinking about an idea, even in sense door process, even though there are no words, but still there is thinking. But in that case, it's a reality, that's the object. But vitaka is there. But usually we talk about thinking in the mind or thinking of an object with or without understanding of kusala or akusala citas. But I think that when it is the direct or the clear understanding of realities, then it's not referred to as thinking. So that's why in a dream there is thinking kusala, and it can even be with moments of intellectual understanding, thinking about namas and rupas. But it's not direct or clear understanding in a dream or a daydream like now when thinking.
Dạ con cảm ơn Achan, ông bà Chonsara, con hiểu hơn rồi ạ.
Thank you, Achan and Sarah. Have more understanding now.
I think it's helpful to consider for all of us what is really meant by thinking like now, because if it is direct understanding of realities, usually it wouldn't be referred to as thinking. But when it's thinking now about what is nama, what is rupa, it's thinking about the concept of the reality of nama or rupa. So it's thinking wisely.
Dạ, các đạo hữu cho con hỏi có ai có câu hỏi gì khác không ạ? Mời anh Giao ạ.
A little more about thinking. What reality thinks? What what reality
Tâm
thinks?
sự tập mà.
Is Vitaka Chitasika?
Not chitta.
Dạ, tâm thì nó chỉ kinh nghiệm dẫn đầu thôi, còn tâm sở tầm mới là cái hướng về đối tượng để mà cho tâm gọi là cứ liên tục tạo thành cái gọi là suy nghĩ ạ.
So the chitta is just the chief in experiencing, the leader in experiencing the objects, but it's a vitaka that strike the object, leads the chitta to the object so that they can be what we call thinking.
What moment are there? Pitaka. What moments?
Dạ, nó đi hầu hết các tâm trừ ngũ song thức, và hình như là 6 cái tâm vô nhân thôi ạ.
It arises with most of the chitta except the five pairs of consciousness and the six ahetuka chittas.
After seeing, does Vitaka think?
Dạ, ngay sau cái thấy là tiếp nhận tâm thì đã có tầm rồi ạ.
At the moment of sampatichana chittas, the vitaka is already there.
Does it think?
Nó làm nhiệm vụ tiếp nhận cái đối tượng thị giác vừa diệt đi ở tâm thấy, thì con không biết ạ.
I don't know the sampatichana receives the object from the last chitta.
That's why can we say that Vitaka thinks?
Dạ cũng không ạ.
No.
So what think?
Lại là tầm suy nghĩ ạ.
Vừa rồi cô bảo là không, xong bây giờ cô lại bảo là tầm hay là sao ạ?
Thế nên nhiều khoảng khắc khác nhau quá.
Tức là ở đây ý của A Chan muốn nói là đang nói đến lộ trình ý môn, tức là nếu mà nói về phương diện tâm thì là trong lộ trình ý môn thì là tâm là cái suy nghĩ, còn nếu mà xét ở giữa các cái thực tại mà nó tạo nên cái thì mới gọi đến là tâm sở tầm, nên thì tùy vào mình xét ở cái góc độ nào.
ở trong lộ ý thì tầm làm nhiệm vụ suy nghĩ, phải không ạ? Như cô Tâm vừa nói.
Tức là tâm trong lộ ý làm nhiệm vụ suy nghĩ ạ. Còn trong số các tâm sở thì tâm sở tầm thì nó là cái đưa
Dạ.
đến ngữ tự, cho nên nó mới dạ.
Vâng.
Cô có thể nói trả lời lại câu hỏi của Achan được không?
Dạ, trả lời lại câu hỏi của Achan là hệ tâm sở tầm thì nó không phải là suy nghĩ, nhưng mà khi mà tâm sở tầm sinh khởi ở trong ý môn á thì nó lại làm cái công việc suy nghĩ khoanh vào đối tượng để cho tâm nghĩ về.
So sister said that the Vitaka itself doesn't think, but when it arises with the chitta in the mind or processes, it strikes the object.
So what things? Or what is thinking?
Cô Tâm giúp ạ.
Thì cô cứ bảo con không biết thì để cho Achan giảng thôi.
Dạ, con không biết ạ.
She said she doesn't know, Achan.
That's why we know Chitta is the chief of experiencing the object. Right now, who knows about Cetasikas, Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekakra, and on and on? Only what is there is experienced by the reality, which is the chief of experiencing an object. See, learn to understand. Chitta is always forgotten. At moment of thinking, just think about Vitaka. What about Chitta? No thought about it at all. What about Sanya? What about feeling? They are not the chief in experiencing the object, like Chitta at all. So at moment of dreaming, Chitta is the chief. At moment of seeing, Chitta is the chief. No one there at all. So what kind of Chitta dreams? See? There must be a Chitta which dreams. But what kind of Chitta? At moment of dreaming, different objects experienced through the mind or by memory. No one there at all. Even thinking right now, what things? See?
Như Achan vừa nói thì con thấy là dù một cái tâm suy nghĩ nó cũng phải rất là nhiều yếu tố, chứ cũng không phải chỉ là tầm ở đấy, mà như Achan vừa nhắc đến tưởng rồi đến thọ và các yếu tố khác sinh khởi, và nhất là tâm ở thời điểm tâm suy nghĩ.
Cô có thể nói lại được không ạ?
Dạ vâng, như Achan vừa vừa nói về cái tâm suy nghĩ á, thì Achan nhắc đến là tầm rồi tứ, tưởng, sang nha và thọ, rồi chính là cái yếu tố tâm ở thời điểm đấy. Như vậy thì tâm suy nghĩ, tức là Achan nói về rất là nhiều yếu tố để sinh khởi một cái khoảng khắc tâm suy nghĩ. Như vậy thì có phải ý Achan vẫn nhấn mạnh là các cái duyên để hội tụ một cái suy nghĩ thì nó để giống như là để lột tả ra cái ý nghĩa là không có một tự ngã nào có thể ở khoảng khắc của tâm suy nghĩ như Achan vừa nhắc đấy ạ.
Achan, as you just mentioned, at the moment of thinking, there's the chitta, and there are other chittasikas like Vittaka, Vichara, and Sanya, and Vedana, etc. Do you mean that at the moment of thinking, there is the concurrence of many different realities, and by that you stress that there's no one there that thinks? That's right?
Yes, that's why we have to understand each different realities. Chitta is the chief of experiencing an object. So what dreams?
And 10, it's like when we talk about seeing, seeing has to be assisted by other seekers, but it's the chitta which sees, and it's the same with thinking. The chitta has to be assisted by Vitaka, as you mentioned, and Sanya and the other seekers, but it's the chitta itself which thinks. That was the point. So it's the chitta which dreams, the chitta which thinks now. But without the seekers, it wouldn't be possible. But it's still the chitta that experiences the object, that thinks, that sees, that hears.
So is there feeling in a dream?
Đó.
So feeling feels anytime. Chitta does not feel. It experiences the object. And feeling feels, see? We don't talk about thinking. We talk about feeling, see? So feeling cannot think. It feels, right? Each cetasika has its own characteristic and its own function, but not the function of chitta. There is feeling in the dream. It's not chitta which feels. And the feeling cannot think at all. It just arises to feel, experience the same object, but not thinking, just feeling. That's why we learn about the namas. They are different dhammas. Thinking experiences the object in a dream, and the feeling feels while there's thinking of such dream, no matter dreaming or now. Feeling feels, and thinking think, not seeing, hearing. But it's that which think or experience the object through the minder, because it does not perform the function of seeing or hearing at the mind in the minder process, so it's just thinking of that which has seen, heard, so on. No matter in a dream or not in a dream, right now. Nobody can change the characteristic of any reality at all.
Dạ, cho con xin hỏi lại. Thế cái thế hệ cứ tâm ở trong lộ ý thì nó làm nhiệm vụ suy nghĩ ạ.
So any chitta in the mind or process has the function of thinking, right?
I would say yes when thinking about any concept, any idea. So any thinking, any experiencing of the object that is not the direct understanding of reality, it's thinking. So kusala, akusala, usually with ignorance and attachment, just like in night sleeps, but can be with kusala or with understanding, like now. So it's the chitta that is thinking at each of those moments in the mind door. After the adverting consciousness.
Mời anh Giao. Hồi nãy anh Giao có câu hỏi xin mời.
Cho con hỏi thêm một tí là lúc trước thì con hay được nói là tâm là chỉ làm nhiệm vụ gọi là dẫn đầu trong việc kinh nghiệm. Tâm trong sáng thì khi tâm ở lộ ý mà làm nhiệm vụ suy nghĩ thì nó có khác nhau gì với cái đặc tính Pandara hay là cái đặc tính gì mà gọi là trong sáng á?
Tức là tâm thấy, tâm nghe. Tâm thì lúc nào cũng trong sáng, nhưng mà tâm thấy, tâm nghe hay là tâm suy nghĩ ở những cái chức năng khác nhau. So she said that what I've heard before is that the chitta is the chief of experiencing, is the leader in experiencing the object, and the chitta is bandhara. So when we say that the chitta thinks, does that affect, or how can that be understood in the context of being the chief and being bandhara?
Is chitta lopa?
Không ạ, tâm sở mới lô ba.
Is chitta avitta?
No, Achan.
Is chitta dosa? Not at all. That's why chitta itself is bandhara, pure. It is not unwholesome or wholesome by itself. Bandhara in the sense, it just arises and experiences the object. Only that function, its quality, its nature is just experience the object clearly. And that's the meaning of bandhara. Chitta itself is not dosa, is not lopa. Just chitta itself experiences the object. How cannot it be bandhara?
So the thinking chittas are pandara, no matter whether they're accompanied by kusala or akusala cetasikas. So when accompanied by akusala cetasikas, they are conditioned, affected by those akusala cetasikas. But the chitta itself is always pandara.
So, but Sister Hua question on the function of chitta at the mind or processes. I think the name of the function is javana, right? Like seeing is one function and hearing is one function, and javana, it's running through, is another function.
At those moments when it arises, or kusala or akusala cetasikas in the mind, or it is, the function is javana, running through the object, running through the process, but it's still the pandara chitta, the clear chitta, but it's accompanied by the kusala or akusala cetasikas. with the function of jhana, and it's still the reality that experiences the object clearly just as it is, even when it's just an idea or a concept, experiences it, that aramana, exactly as it is.
And what about the citta before seeing? Is it pandra as well? Only citta itself, one reality, which is not cetasikas, because it's the chief of experience, the object, just that function. It cannot be any cetasika at all. That's the meaning of pandra. So no matter what kind of citta, each moment is pandra. Not including the cetasikas arising with it at all. No matter unwholesome or wholesome, citta is pandra in itself.
And even though each citta has its function to advert to the object, to see the object, to investigate, to run through the object, the jhana function, it's always still the chief that experiences the object clearly.
And Achan, so
It's pandra in itself.
yeah,
When
yes,
we don't talk about the other reality like cetasikas, no other reality can perform the function of citta, pandra, experience the object clearly, that's all.
yes. So Achan, there are lots of aspects about the reality we call dream. We don't know. And after Achan help us to understand more detail about some aspect about dream, so I realized there are lots of things we don't know about the reality. For example, when we said about the reality we call thinking. So when we considering about everything, like we considering about the pandara, the citta, the cetasika, everything in thinking. So this morning I heard Ajahn said about asked about the one Dhamma friend from Taiwan say about the confident. So Ajahn asked what reality is confident. So if I have a right remember, I thought Ajahn said it's thinking. So there are a lot of aspect about thinking we need to learn about. That's why I know and we know the understanding about the reality is very little. That's why we're still interested to be here, to hear from Achan, from Kunsara, from everybody here. Because if we recognize our understanding is not enough, we're still interested to hear more. So Ajahn help us to say a little bit about thinking and confidence. Yes, Ajahn, please.
Is thinking seeing?
No.
Is thinking hearing?
No.
Is thinking taste smelling?
Smelling. Smelling. No.
Is thinking, tasting?
I think no.
Is thinking experienced hardness now?
No.
That's why thinking things about anything. It can think about hardness, about the chair, soft or hard, what kind of object is there. See? But a reality which arises and is the chief, not the feeling, not memory, not anything, but it's the chief of experiencing. It's one reality, the chief of experiencing, the master of the world, of the universe. Without it, how can there be feeling or attachment or memory about that which is experienced so clearly by only that reality, which is the chief of experiencing the object, which means it experiences the object so clearly, while the other reality arising together share the same object, experience the same object by way of feeling. It performs that function, just feel, or memory, see, or attachment, each different one, but not as the chief of experiencing an object. That's why there is Chittanupassana Satipatthana, because people just forget about the reality which is the master of the world, the Chitta. But Chitta is not right understanding, see. Each
Yes.
has the characteristic of being the chief in different aspects. Indriya, Manindriya, Panjindriya, Satindriya, each one has its own characteristic. They cannot be mixed at all. Each one is different. Chitta cannot be any cetasika. It cannot feel, it cannot remember, it cannot like, it cannot dislike. It just experiences the object clearly. No other reality which arise together, experience the same object, can experience the object so clear as Chitta. That's why Chitta is the chief of experiencing the objects. No one there at all. So what it's saying, it's Chitta which experience the object which is seen so clear. The object is different by shade, by characteristic, but Chitta is the reality which can experiences the object so clear. Right now, see, many different colors. How can it be known as different colors? It's just the Chitta which experience one object at a time, so clear that it's different from the other object in at the moment. Learn to understand the hidden truth, the reality which is the chief of experiencing from birth. On and on each moment is there. Experience the object so clear. But the attention is there on that which is experienced instead of no, nothing can appear without that which arises and experiences it. That's why whatever is there, the master of the world experiences it. For the feeling to feel different ways, different kind of feeling, and memory just remember the details of that which Chitta experiences so clear. And attachment is there, very little, very slight, or very strong, according to the object which is experienced clearly by Chitta. That's why what are there in a moment of seeing, conditioned by karma, just to arise to see, just to arise to see, not more than that. As soon as it arises and sees, it's gone instantly. No condition for it to stay on at all. It cannot last. When it has performed its function, it's gone. Because it's conditioned just to see, to arise to see. No one there at all. What is seen, all gone. Each moment is not permanent. The first round of the Arya Satya, Dukkha Arya Satya, is there. Nothing is permanent at all. It's a breaking world, the world on fire, see. It burned everything away, out, completely, never to arise again. Right now. So what's the use of just before seeing, there's no seeing, and then there's seeing and no seeing? What for? On and on and on, restlessly, endlessly, see, by conditions, no one at all. That's why there is wrong understanding, ignorance, attachment out of ignorance of the truth, that it's not there anymore. So can anyone see me or you or Kun Sarah? Impossible. What is seen is only different colors. No one there at all. So how come someone is seen, something is seen, something is touched, something is heard? In darkness, all in darkness, only just one moment of seeing. It's the dark world. And light only aspect. See, the world does not appear as it is at all. What is seen gone, the seeing and the eye and that which impinges on the eye that is seen, all gone, never to arise again. Is it true? The understanding of the truth is the Satya-Dhamma. And when the truth is realized as it is, Ariya Satya-Dhamma, nothing is more precious than that. The understanding of the truth, which is each moment as it is, never lasts at all gone, see? No one to be concerned, no one to be clung to, nothing at all. No chair, no leg, no arm, no head, no toe. Just a moment of a conditioned reality arising and falling away, never to arise again. There is the whole body in thought. But what is there? Hardness. And if it does not arise, it cannot be there as hardness at all. So what is there is just when it's there, experienced and gone. So now, how many realities gone? Uncountable. Be true to the truth. What is seen has to be only that which can be seen. No one and no thing in it. So as soon as there is the idea, I see you, or I see Kun Sarah in darkness at the sea. And the idea of Kun Sarah can be remembered at moment of thinking, see, as something, the world of Atta, from eons and eons and eons ago up to now, as long as something is seen, the picture, the television, and on, in darkness, not at moment of seeing at all, because what is seen is only that which can be seen. How come to be something on the street, the mountain, the lake, the sun, the moon, in darkness, not at moment when the visible object is appearing. After that, the idea, the sign or the mark of that which is seen just one moment, condition, the nimitta, the sign of something to be known by memory, in darkness or in darkness. Only a moment of seeing is there, covers up everything. So it seems like what is seen is someone so true, so real. But in truth, the ultimate truth, there cannot be anyone or anything in that which is seen. How darkness of ignorance, darker than darkness in a room when just open one's eye. In the dark room, the darkness is seen, but I see, darker than just darkness of that which is seen. No understanding of the truth. So now understand the truth of mind moment. It's not the seeing, it's not hearing, but it experiences any object instantly after seeing, after hearing, as something, not just in a process, many processes. In darkness, all life, all in one's life, from life to life, just live in darkness. The world of dreaming, the dream world of people and things around. That's why the world does not appear as it is. If nothing arises at all, there cannot be anyone or any world, any moon, any star. So the truth is the truth. That's why learn to be true to the truth. Satya Parami. To be firmer and firmer and firmer. To let go the idea of someone or something or I. What can be taken for I? All gone. Not only just at moment of death, but even right now, temporarily death of what is there. Seeing gone, never to arise again. Whatever arises falls away instantly. Be true to the truth until right understanding develops so very sharp, so very subtle, until it can understand one characteristic of a reality right now. Little by little, so very little, but without a moment of experiencing with awareness and understanding, how can it be realized? Even it's so far away from now, but the truth is the truth. So now, this life is the life of accumulation, of parami, ready to understand what those people in the Buddha's time had realized. Just like now. Just like now. Now no understanding of any reality. Until now there's moment of hearing and considering about the truth. Until it's so firm. Until instantly there is direct awareness of a reality right now. Unexpectedly what the object is, not at will, but the instant awareness with understanding, which has developed enough to understand the truth, little by little. one moment is better than none. See,
Yes.
so of such a Dhamma, and please.
Sorry, I just want to make a very quick comment to Zhao. I don't remember the conversation you're referring to, but from what I understood of what you said, there was a discussion about confidence. I don't know, Sada, Chetasika perhaps, and Ajahn made a comment that it's just thinking. It wasn't a suggestion that confidence is the same as thinking. What she would have meant was that while talking and thinking about it and reflecting and having a long story about confidence, the reality right now is just thinking. So no suggestion that confidence is thinking, different reality completely. But when thinking about the story, about the confidence I had yesterday or didn't have, or the compassion last week, it's not the understanding of the reality. It's just thinking now, thinking about different ideas. That would have been the point.
Yes.
Is that what you were asking
Yes,
about?
yes, yeah.
Yes.
I think so,
Okay.
because after hearing the teaching from Ajahn Sujin, we understand that, as I understand, I thought, the more important when we say about thinking is we understand it's a reality.
Right.
And the characteristic of a reality. And if we try to figure out its Cetasika, exactly what Cetasika, so maybe it's not as confused because our understanding is still needs more development.
It's just a story with clinging and ignorance about the Cetasika. It's not understanding. So the point is understanding what appears now. So it's thinking at that. Thinking can be understood now, but the story is just a story. Exactly right. Yes.
Yes. And the characteristic of the reality, it helps us to recognize they are nothing, just Dhamma and Anatta.
That's the point.
And
yes. No suggestion that thinking is confidence or any other. Now it's just thinking about the story about that.
Yes. And Ajahn, ขอบคุณครับท่านอาจารย์ and Khun Sarah and other teacher. Thank you, Dhamma friend. Thank you.
Many more to study.
Yes.
Little by little, it can be understood.
But not expected.
It's a reality.
Yeah.
Uncontrollable.
Yes.
It can arise any moment by conditions. Many degree of expecting. That's why right understand the true nature of what is there as it is. Before it can be moment of being sharp and keen enough to understand one reality now. Just one. So many realities right now. Which one is unknown? By condition, no selection. All dhammas are anatta. So it's time again to say Sawadee Ka.